Hey, hi, how are ya? Stephanie Stallworth, AtlTrafficLady. Happy Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. It's a Sunday after church. Yes, I actually went back to the sanctuary. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. Our feet shall stand within thy gates, O Jerusalem. For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000 elsewhere. I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than to dwell in the tents of wickedness. So, hey, what's going on with you? Ain't seen y'all in a minute. Made too many videos lately in the new year. I just replayed a lot of the other ones because I already said everything that pretty much needed to be said. Yes, ma'am. There's really nothing more to say. It's all been said. It's all been said. I'm driving my son's car today. My car is out of commission, baby. That's how I know something good about to happen. I know it. I know that. I know that. I gotta finish putting up those videos from where I fixed the clothes dryer. It wasn't heating. So I think I put the first one up like, okay, here's the job. But I got three more videos of the progress. And yes, it did get corrected. It was fixed that night. I fixed it that night. I just didn't have a chance to put the videos up. Also, I got great videos put up of my students who are out there in the industry doing their thing. So, I got that coming. So much to do. Got a little catching up to do here. Hopefully you guys were all safe here in Atlanta. Had the severe weather move through early in the morning. Our county had a tornado warning at 4:44 a.m. So I woke the young lads up and said, hey, we gotta hunker into the safe space. So we did, and thankfully we had no damage at our house. But driving to church, I see a lot of trees down and across the roads and stuff here, DeKalb County side anyway. My subdivision outside of DeKalb County wasn't affected too much at all, but I know some people did get that, so hopefully you guys are safe. Hopefully you have your power, and if it's not back on yet, it will be soon. I think we lost the internet for a moment, but that was about it. But yeah, I'm telling ya, what you gonna do when they come for you? You gotta be prepared for these weather warnings. There's so many tree branches and limbs and all kind of stuff. I can't turn the camera around across the roadway here. There's a tree down right here. This is on 212. But they did a good job of clearing them out of the roadway. They're still encroaching on the edge, So, use some caution out there today if you're gonna head out. Until everything is everything is everything, you know what I mean? Just take it easy. Watch your speeds. Watch out for, we have a wind advisory or high wind warning or something out there today. So the ground is fully saturated. And yes, some good gusts of winds can take some trees down where the ground is saturated. The roots are in some soggy ground, so that's why so many trees came down. We've had so much rain lately here in the ATL Metro. But it's so sunshiny, blue skies. It's a Simpson sky, blue skies and white clouds right now, so the system is well out to our east and heading offshore. So we're in better shape here now. What's left now is the wind gusts. Gotta hold tight to the steering wheel, by golly. All right, so that's your weather lady forecast. Yes, I was your weather lady for many years. I was a DC weather lady for years on TV, and then I moved to work in Atlanta at the Weather Channel as a radio broadcast meteorologist for the Weather Channel. I was your weather lady for, 20-something cities I did forecasts for. So you may have heard Stephanie Stallworth somewhere. People always come to me and say, hey, I used to hear you on the radio all the time. And I'm like, what city? I'm thinking, my major cities I lived in, DC, Philly, or Atlanta. They're like, some other city. I'm like, I don't think I ever worked there. I'm like, well, maybe I did. I might have done weather for those cities. So people have heard me all over the country. But yeah, so I was a weather lady for quite a while, out there doing the good weather forecasting. So I still have the weather forecasting in my blood, so when stuff happens, I try to stay on top of it. And then the other thing is that traffic and weather are uniquely linked, right? So you're talking about trees across the roadway, but that was caused by weather. So I did traffic, I did weather, I did traffic and weather together, not together, but I know the link, and I know that one affects the other, right? Weather's going to affect traffic, right? Traffic can't affect weather, but weather can affect traffic in a big, big way. So remember that, by golly, remember that. But yeah, hopefully everyone's safe and we didn't have any major problems with that set of tornado warnings, really, that were happening. I think I got to sneeze. Phew, excuse me, Lord have mercy. God bless you, Stephanie. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so very much, I tell you. So, sat back there in the parking lot for a while before I left doing my grocery shopping. Hello, Instacart. I think I Instacarted from 3 or 4 stores. And now I'm just going to go to this one store that doesn't have Instacart. Pick up a couple last things I need, and then back to the house. Get my son his car back so he can go to work. And that's kind of how it's been. We have 3 cars at the house, 2 sons and myself. And we've been juggling cars around for a while. You know, either one needs something done, particularly my younger son, that car always needs something done. And so he was using each of our cars for a while. And sometimes we all have to switch around. My son works at home one week remotely and then at the office another week. So in his office weeks, my other son can't use his car, he has to use my car. And there are some days, well, really one day a week that I have to be, 1 to 2 days that I have to be out of the house. I work remotely also, except one day I teach on campus and one day sometimes I have a meeting to go to. So on those days, my son takes my other son to work, drops him off, and then after I get done working, I pick him up. And so, you know, we make it work. God allows us to have options. We got some options there, so that's what we do. That is what we do, and it's all good. So I went to get in the car. What day was that? Friday? Might have been Friday. No, Thursday. The one day a week I have to go to campus. And went to press the button to start the car. It went choop, choop, and that was it. No more power. Totally dead. What? So we're going to get that worked on here today. But I had to use my son's car to go to church. Because I wanted to put a battery charger on it, but I didn't want to be battery charger on it with that severe weather. So with the hood open and the rain and the wind and all that, it would have been a bit of a mess. So I avoided that by just holding off on the repairs from Thursday to Friday to Saturday till today. So the rain's gone, so I'm gonna get my son to put the charger on and charge it up enough to get enough charge to take it to the place where they can test the battery, because it's still under warranty. I just got this battery in September. So October, November, December, January, February, so 5 months new. So it's still practically a newborn. And so they'll replace it for me, but I gotta get enough juice on it to get it over there. Or if I can't get enough juice, I'm gonna have to get my son to take it out and then take the actual battery only to the car place and get that taken care of. So, you know, and there is what's going on with my 3-day weekend. That is what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. But at least I have options, right? At least I have options. So God is good and able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we may ask or think. All we may think, dream, hope, or imagine. And yes, even for you, if you would stop dragging your feet and scuffing your shoes, baby. Oh my gosh, Becky, you should have just been ready. You know, you seen today, it was like, oh, dang, I made a mistake. I had to go up there and remind you. Made a mistake. Now, come on, stop playing with me. We got things to do. Destinies await. People waiting for our help. It comes when the two come together. And it they're not together. These people just left out there hanging. God promised them something based on the connection, that divine connection that you're avoiding. And it is keeping these people from what they need, because you in some other space, some other janked up connection that you don't even need to be in. So please and thank you. It's Stephanie Stallworth, AtlTrafficLady, watching HowWeFlow.Today-TV. On the road again. I'm on the road. And yeah, really good church service. Pastor Brian's so great. Always great. But it was nice to be in the house. Again, I don't know when I'm coming back, but you know, I don't like seeing that stuff without looking at it up in there. It's a mess to me. It's a whole janky, secondhand, low-level mess. just disobedient, right? I put out a video. Is delayed? I put out, what was it? YouTube short, I think. Is delayed obedience disobedience? If you delay being obedient to God, is that the same as being disobedient? I say yes. And you know, I've been guilty of it. I'm not pointing fingers or anything. Look, sometimes I didn't obey right away, right? And that's the equivalent of me being disobedient to Him. And like I said, if He's our creator, and He knows what He created us for, what purpose, what things we need to be connecting to and doing, and people we need to connect to and do, what destiny is for us, and all of that, and we think we know better, and we think we need to go ahead and do our own thing, and He just sits there and laugh at us while we make our own plans, and we just dig ourselves a deeper hole. And then eventually, hopefully, if you're paying attention, eventually you realize, I am not better off in this connection. I am worse off. They bleeding me dry. What is up with that, right? You know, the time gone is the time gone. There's years gone by of disobedience, right? So God can redeem the time if He wants to, and I pray He does. So just come on, you know. Better late than never. Let's go. There's stuff that we got to do. And I'm waiting for you. I'm trying, boy, but I'm about to let this thing go. I got 3 years in the plastic, and I'm ready to bust that puppy out. What you think? I need to have some fun. I ain't got time to play with you no more. You play too much. What they say? You play too much. They say you play too much when somebody get hurt. You play and you play and you play too much and somebody gets hurt. You play too much. Somebody got hurt. You play too much. You play too much. You play too much. Don't play too much. Stop playing. This is serious. It's a serious matter. Stop playing. You play too much. You play too much. I said you play too much. You play too much. Love you though, but you play too much. To your own detriment. Like, oh my God. God'll figure it out. I trust God. I don't trust no people. I don't even trust you. I don't even trust me. I only trust Him. All right? Because we make mistakes. And it's okay to say that you made a mistake. I mean, it's all right. Ain't nobody perfect. I know it might have been indoctrinated into you. It might have been banged into your head that you got to be perfect. You can't be making these mistakes out here. That may be true. But you're going to, because you're human. Ain't nobody's perfect but God. Ain't nobody God but God. So in knowing that, give yourself a little grace. But remember, I thought of this a little earlier. I was in the Uber. I was up a lot last night with the storm and stuff. How much grace do you think God's going to give you when you continue over the whole years of your adult life to be disobedient and do your own thing? I don't care what He says. Is there? I mean, I'm not a Bible scholar or expert, but is there a time that God just says, forget about you? You disobeyed me way too many times, and you still doing it, and you's a whole grown person? Is He ever going to say, I know you not? He might. You know, are you hot or cold? You're neither hot nor cold. I will spew you out of my mouth. He's sick of you. Even God said, you play too much. You playing in God's face. You playing in my face, or you playing in God's face, because God told you what to do. But I ain't mad about it. All things work together for our good, to them that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. I believe that we are, right? Now, not everybody around you is. I've been said that a lot of times. They in here for the money. We in the money. They in it for the money, baby. They been getting to the money. But they gonna be mad. They gonna be mad. OT Genesis. They getting to the money. Everybody mad. They gonna be the only ones that's mad because you about to shut that fountain off. They bleeding you dry. I know it. I can see it all day. You stressed. You are stressed. You hear me? They sucking the life out of you. They aging you in ways you have not aged in all of your life. Come on now. You got to break free of that thing. I tell you that their mission is to steal, kill, and destroy you. And then take over all you got and then wipe you out. That's their mission. That's all they're there for. They were sent there. They were sent there. They were sent to distract you from your true and honest to God destiny. Because the one who sent them, or ones who sent them, they're all, working for the enemy. They know what your true destiny was to be, or is to be. It's still going to happen because you can't stop God's will for people's lives. But they knew how great and amazing it was going to be, and they didn't want to see that happen for you. And when they knew who the person was that it was supposed to happen with, they wanted to halt your person at all costs. So they wanted to stop the connection. They wanted to block the connection, right? They blocked the connection, block the connection, block the connection, block the connection. That's why you can't talk to your person, can't hear from them, can't anything, because all it takes is one conversation, and it's clear. Let's be clear, right? And then you will understand everything. And then that's it. Take the limits off. It's all the way up. We're all the way up from there. And everyone who was trying to hold it back will be gone. And they want to prevent that. They not only want to stop you from your divine destiny, they also want to stop you from cutting them off so they don't have the access that they have to you and to what you have, to you and to your influence, to you and to the connections and contacts you have, to you and what they can get by being connected to you, and all of that and all of that and all of that. They don't even like you. They don't even love you. And they really are, they're just out for what they can get. It is their pattern. It is their MO, right? I always talk about the long game. Dr. Brian, you have your podcast, Let's Be Clear. You had Stormy on there, and she said, people will do anything. You don't even know who's around you. People will even marry you just to get what they can get from you. Not because they like you or love you. It's because what they could get. And you got to peep the game. When we got these little doe eyes with the rose-colored glasses, I'm guilty of having had that. But in this thing here that I've been going through here with you, nah, I can see it all. God let me see it all. And I'm here to tell you what it is. And I know you don't want to hear me. I know you don't want to believe it about these people. They're so sweet. I don't care. I'm telling you what I got to tell you. And I used to believe, oh, people aren't capable of such terrible things. But, oh, yes, they are. The nicest looking, seemingly nicest ones. They play so sweet and butter wouldn't melt in their mouths. But they are the most dastardly, evil, dark people who are really hurt people. They haven't healed, so every time they get up there, they're spewing out their hurt and they're bleeding on everybody. Why you even have them up there, I don't know. They're unhealed. They can't minister to anybody. I don't know why you got them up there. I don't know what they think they're going to say next weekend. Hope they ain't saying nothing. You can't minister to me. You can't even minister to yourself. But that's another story. But look, these people out to get you, and I really hope you can see through it now. I've said over the last year and a half now on the HowWeFlow.Today platform here, things for a lot of people what's happening for a lot of people, what the truth is about a lot of things and a lot of people. And you may have just listened to the ones who are there to thwart your destiny and let them say all kinds of terrible things about your real person that are not true, but literally projections of these fake individuals, or individuals specifically, what they're all about. All their loosey-goosey, all of their, doing whatever for clout or climb, because that's what they do. That might just be all they know. I don't know. To pretend and feign that they're so sweet and wonderful, yet they are so devious beyond words that for those who trust them, it's hard to fathom that they could be capable of such things, but they are. Right? I was talking to somebody this week at my school, one of my students. Well, he's not actually my student, but he's a future student. I think my battery's going to run out, so I better hurry up. He'll be a future student, but just about how people who are so nice and very, what do you call it? You call it charismatic, and they got the charisma and the this and the that and whatever. And people think that they're not capable of anything, but oh my gosh, they got the dark side to them too. And they will do anything, and I mean stop at nothing, to hurt other people just for their own personal gain. They'll knock anybody out. Innocent people, they don't care who they hurt, right? And out of this particular person's mouth, not my student, the person I'm going back to who I've been talking about in your situation, that particular person said it many a day. I'm never going to go borrow eggs and milk ever again. Whatever it takes, I'm going to do it. And that's what they've been doing. And now they've done it to you all the way. Twice. You hooked up with them twice. You didn't just tie it up once, you tied it up twice. You doubled down on that thing. And they're like, yeah, I'm getting exactly what I want. And I'm never going to borrow eggs and milk again. I got this person right where I want them, by the jugular. Meanwhile, you see their jugular sticking out over here. You know it's something wrong, But I still think they need to be evaluated. I do. And they need some therapy, and they need to go somewhere and get healed because of some things that have occurred, they say have occurred in their life early on. Terrible things. I'm not making light of any of that. But it doesn't give people the right or the license to mistreat others, to take advantage of others, especially if you know what it's like to be taken advantage of. And it requires some level of healing, some level of therapy, or I don't know what it really is. They need to see experts on that. I'm no expert on that. But you just the latest one they wrapped around. And you took it the furthest. No one else took it as far as you. 2 times. You had 2 big hoo-ha's about it. Wasting all that money. Child, please, just for you to be miserable every single day and feigning like everything is fine and it is not. You want to cry for help every single day. You can see it all in your eyes. You can see it all on your face. You can see it in your posture. See it in your posture around them. You don't know what they're going to say next, what they're going to do next. And you know what they do in public, so you know at home it's so worse. I already know. And I speak of what I know. I live that existence. I know what that is. Walking on eggshells. Laughing. Like everything is great that they say that's so insulting to you and disrespectful. They're disrespectful on a regular basis to you. They try to bring you down to some common level where you've already been allowed to build your life up to be something amazing and not common, but they want to bring you to a commoner level in front of the public, right? I know they're going to say, I don't do that. No, that's what they're doing. It is strategic. And it is how people do things. It's how they do things for sure. That's what they've been doing. And so, I think in one of the Bible studies, the guest speaker said, don't be too familiar. She's not too familiar with her husband. This person's so familiar with you in public that it's disrespectful to you and to the position that you hold, and they should know better, right? There's some things they still got to learn. You really just need to cut that thing off, because I'm telling you, I don't know. I've been saying it for a year and a half. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. But sometimes God says I got to say something. So today I had to say something. But listen, Linda is a football pulling Lucy to a Charlie Brown. Everybody loves Charlie Brown. Even if they call him a blockhead, they still like him because he's still a good guy. You're still a good guy. But you picked the wrong one there. They said, you got the right one, baby. That was Ray Charles with Pepsi. You got the wrong one, baby. Don't do it. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing to yourself? You got to cut that crap out. That is not a feather in your cap. And I think you're beginning to see it. Now you don't even know what to do. Oh my God, I've done this so publicly and so big and brazen. How do I get out of this? I'm stuck. You're not stuck. God always provides a way of escape. And the thing is, and this is the last thing I can say to get in the store, the thing is that people who really care about you will understand that you made a mistake. And all right, my phone storage ran out. So sorry. Real quick, I'm gonna wrap this up so I can go to the store. I had to delete some stuff. I was saying it's not too late. And people who really love you and care about you, they will be so glad to see you authentically happy. Doing what you authentically want to do, not doing what is a societal norm, what has been indoctrinated in you, what you've been taught all your life, what you had to do, things people make you do, whatever they do. I don't know. I don't live that life, but you're about to be free, all the way free. And you're going to be so happy. I know you can't wait to do it, but you're just like, what are they going to say? What they're going to say when you tell the full story, the real truth, and not a bunch of made up stuff about how the journey went. Not a bunch of made up love stories. You tell real love stories. It's going to transform a whole bunch of people around the world. That if it can really, really happen for you, you think they're happy about the fake one you got. When it's the real one, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, Becky. Wow. That is a love story for the ages, right? And it's a God love story for the ages because God's all in the center of it. He set the whole thing up. And so I wouldn't worry about what people will have to say when you tell what it really is. Tell the truth and shame that devil. I don't care what they hold over you, what they say. Oh, if you tell this, if you say that, or you leave, or you do this or that, I'm going to say all of this stuff I know about you. Well, that just shows who they are. And you could say, they'll say, did you actually do that terrible thing to you? Like, I did. Admit it. I did do that. And I wasn't my best self. I've worked on myself. I've healed. I have a new understanding of why that wasn't what I should have been doing. And I don't do that anymore. I'm a new creature. And I'm living the life of my dreams. A God-destined life. That's the life of our dreams, right? I'm not living for other people. I'm not living to please people. I'm not living as a people pleaser. I'm not doing any of that. None of that, none of that, none of that, none of that. So when you tell that real story, oh my gosh, you think people like what you're talking about now, the foolishness. It's a bunch of fugazi with a bunch of holes in the stories. And none of it's real. When you tell what it really is, oh man, I mean, that's just going to be it. It's going to be a wrap for life. That's it. That's going to change everything. It's going to change your whole destiny. It's going to change your whole legacy. It's going to change and erase the asterisk from your name in the annals of history. Oh, his professional life, her professional life was amazing, but their personal life, ugh, for the streets, right? You're going to take the asterisk off your name, off of you, off of anything connected to you. It's going to bless you. It's going to bless your children. It's going to bless your parents, your siblings, your children's children, and the generations to come in your family line and in your person's family line. But it's going to bless people you're never going to meet because God has some people's destiny tied to the fact that he's expecting you to do what he said to do. And in fact, if you just didn't do what he said to do yet, then that is why some people's destiny is not fulfilled yet. Right? People you don't know. I'm not even talking about anybody you know. I'm talking about people you don't know. In places you've never been. But things that you're supposed to do will put some other things in motion that are going to bless their life, that they are waiting for, that God promised them, that you didn't follow through with your part on the timeline to make it all come into play. Now he's got to keep rewinding stuff, rewinding people's time while you wasting time and doubling down on the decisions that you make that you shouldn't be making. So please, I implore you, come on, let's get this thing. It's just flip the switch like we do in the community. I just flipped the switch here at HowWeFlow.Today-TV community to go. First, we said 100% into what God said for us to do. Then we said 1,000%. We're going a milli-billy% into what God said. Just do it. Just do it. Just don't even look left, right. Just look right at what God said to do and go do it and watch. Right? When the connection really comes together, the one that people are trying to block so hard for all these years, why are they trying to block it for all these years? Because it's big. And you're the beneficiary. And they don't want you to have it like that without them. Because when you connect, they're going to be out. You understand? You got to understand how these people's minds work. I didn't understand how people's minds work like that until I had to figure this thing out. I'm like, ooh, there's some dirt and mess in here. And God continues to show me it. So while he continues to show me, I'm going to continue to tell you. And I've said it a million times. This is the last time I'm going to say it today. And not the last time ever, I'm sure. Unless you get it. If you get it, and you say, hey, Steph, let me call you. I got it. I'll never have to say it again. I'll be so happy. But if I have to keep telling you, I'm going to. Because that's my job. It's what God told me to do. Okay? Let's be clear. Give you some clarity. All right? All right, I got to go. I don't think the AC is working in my son's car. First it was mine. Going to need to wipe me down here in a minute. So I'm going to get on out of here, go on to this last little grocery store. My Instacart should be getting to the house in a few minutes too. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and finish my Sunday. And it's a day off on a Monday for President's Day. So I'm back at the traffic center Tuesday morning at 5. I'll see you then. All right. Love you so much. Loves, hugs, pats, all of that. God bless you. And I'll see you when you reach out. All right. Ain't no need to worry what the night is going to bring. It'll be all over in the morning. Come on now. I think you said wait till after, hold on till Tuesday. I'm holding on till Tuesday. Let's go. Love you. God bless you. Love, hugs, pats, all of that. It's Stephanie Stallworth, AtlTrafficLady. You're watching HowWeFlow.Today-TV. Join our community centered on self-care, wellness, the art of well-being, on living your best life ever, which is your dream life, which is your destined life from God that you never have to take a vacation from. And it's going to be so good. Unless you don't show up. Then God going to give it to me so good with somebody else. So hurry up, man. I'll wait for you. Let's go.